Let's have some music, eh?
It was a long weekend, I was going around the bend. Felt the need to get away. Took a trip with friends to the Watergans, the mountaintop Wallaby way. We were there 4 days, now my heart's full of praise for the heaven and the hell we raised. Well, we set off camp in the dark and the damn our first night I recall.
This what you hear at the moment, it's an old record I've had for years. You've probably heard it before on this channel. And Tony Johns, his name is. I saw him live the other day, so therefore shortly I'll show some of that to this. In the meantime, though, we've got a few news stories to do today. Oh, by the way, do some housekeeping first. Amos Sewn, 124. Today is the 22nd of the 5th, 2025. And, well, been a bit of news around of late. That's pretty, well, not as exciting. What do you reckon? But listen to a bit more music first, eh? I'll just find the right video. And this is the man today. The guy with the mouth heart. There you go. I'm ready to look down through the beeline. Get on there on there. Little rumble. There we go. On YouTube. Twitch is working. Keeps working. Just daylight's not. Bugger. There you go, Tony Johns. I wonder what else you do. Right. Well, that was the guy with the mouth up, Tony Johns, as I said, old mate of mine, and yeah, well, saw him live, so I thought I'd record some. Well, let's do a bit of news, shall we, eh? Yes, we'll start with some Australian news, yes. This is ABC World News, and the story I looked at. So this coming up. From there, yep. Chuck me in the corner. Excuse me. Anthony always overseas to visit China, second time amid Xi Jinping's push to mature ties with Australia. Mature meaning they're fucking dad and we're their dad and we're the kids. So do whatever they want. Anyway, Prime Minister Anthony, always overseas, will travel to China later this year to meet President Xi Jinping and Premier Li Qiang. I haven't said that right. Making his second official visit in China in 2 years. The ABC understands the Prime Minister will attend an annual leaders' meeting, part of a resumed high-level dialogue last held in Canberra in June 2024 during Mr. Li's visit to Australia. Yeah, in other words, just window dressing up the fucking fact that China wants a bit of what Australia's got. Trip follows a warm personal letter from Xi Jinping from Mr. Z. That's one thing. This guy is named Xi Jinping or whatever it is. And why are they using his first name? Normally don't they use the surname? Like they don't call the United States President Mr. Donald, do they? Anyway, in his message, Mr. Xi highlighted China's interest in promoting a more mature, stable and productive relationship with Australia, a deliberate nod to Beijing's desire to build sustained engagement with the Labor government. Sustained, yes. Sounds sustainable, doesn't it? The second visit places Albanese among a small group of Australian Prime Ministers invited to Beijing so frequently. He made established ties with China and foreign policy during his first term, resuming ministerial dialogue and steering the relationship out of the prolonged diplomatic freeze. During his trip to China the first time, in November 2023, Mr. Xi invited him to return to see more of the country, reinforcing both sides now described as a comprehensive strategic partnership. Really, is that right? Well, I reckon I might play some more music. What do you reckon, eh? Let's see what else we've got here. This will do. I hope. Yeah. Oops. Goes a bit blank here for a while, folks, but don't worry. Put you coming back. You can see it's a busy night down the Audio Workers Club. Bit of background audience participation. Any second now. Yep, here we go.
When she says she loves me, got your reason, got your lies, got your manipulations. Shot you down to the side. Say you love, but you don't give your heart brand new. If you could only see the way she loves me, maybe you'd understand why I feel this way about our love. What I must do. If you could only see when she says she loves me. She flows less travel. She's acting on a secret home. But you gotta find a little girl to get what you love. It's what you gotta do. Say you love, but you don't give your heart when you stretching out your arms, songs just not there. Say you love, but you don't give your heart when you. If you could only see the way she loves me, maybe you'd understand why I feel this way about our love and what I must do. If you could only see how blue her eyes can be when she says, when she says she loves me. Say you love, but you don't give your heart when you don't. Well, I will. Say you love, but you don't give your heart when you. If you could only see the way she loves me, maybe you'd understand why I feel this way about our love. What I must do. If you could only see the way she loves me, maybe you'd understand why I feel this way about our love. What I must do. If you could only see how good her eyes to me when she says, when she says she loves me. Did a Charlie Claire thing?
Yeah, well, that was down the Workers Club a couple of weeks ago. Next news story. Yes, this is a horrible situation, but as usual, it's happening that everyone seems to have forgotten about it mostly. Live, Israel kills 93 in Gaza, shots fired towards the diplomats in West Bank. Oh, yes, they do. Medical sources tell Al Jazeera that at least 93 people have been killed in Israel attacks across Gaza Strip since dawn on Wednesday. International condemnation is mounting after Israel forces fired warning shots towards foreign diplomats visiting the Jenin refugee camp, the occupied West Bank. Really, is that so? Netanyahu says Israel will control all of Gaza's after latest offensive. Get into the final fucking stages of it, guys. The entire Gaza Strip will be under Israel's military control at the end of its latest offensive. Israel Prime Minister, can't remember his name, don't want to remember it, says in his first news conference since December, setting out the maximalists. Is that a word? Maximalist conditions for ending the devastating war on besieged Palestinian enclave. Yeah, the last bit of it that was of Palestine, they're about to shut it down for good. Well, hundreds of Palestinians have been killed in relentless Israel bombardments across Gaza in recent days, at least 82 since dawn Wednesday, and starvation takes hold of only a small amount of. As starvation takes hold, only a small amount of aid trucks is allowed in with the blockade in effect in place. Netanyahu also said on Wednesday that if there is opportunity for temporary ceasefire, a hostage exchange deal, Israel are open to it. Yeah, sure they are. The Israel leader laid out the following conditions of ending the war: release of all captives and disarmament of Hamas, the exile of its leadership, and the possibility of carrying on a plan outlined by the United States President Donald in February that would expel Palestinians from Gaza, if there's any left by then. Trump has said the US should run Gaza as a territory of the river area of the Middle East. That makes me sick, folks. Seriously. Look, DK's in the chat in YouTube. Yes, because for some reason D-Live's not wanting to play today. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, what's DK saying? Know where to get hold of me if you want as well. Yeah, no worries. I'll have a look into that. But well, might chuck a bit more music on once I find something to play. Yeah, might actually go to another. Where are you? Pub band. Just went and saw this band at the Wanji pub. And
the cover. Stick around, have a good time.
Lovely music. Okay. Well, very shortly I'm going to try and get DK on Telegram, see if I can get Telegram working and be able to get DK's little attitude. Haven't worked things out, so in the meantime I'll put a little bit more music on. And I'll go back to Tony. This one's a decent one somewhere. There's a link. Yeah, that will do. More music, folks. Hello, DK. Hello, DK. Can you hear me? There's probably a bit of an echo thing happening.
Yeah, it's because I'm watching your show as well.
Yeah.
We got how I'm going to do that.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to work. Actually, I'll just turn the music off. I'll stop the music and see what happens. Right, folks. We'll get back to that. Let's see if I can change screen.
Let me go out like a blister in the sun. Let me go out. The cans I know you want.
Right, can you hear me, DK?
I like violent themes, eh? Yes.
You can. There you go, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
And you?
Oh, living the dream, mate.
Got your shit sorted now?
Pretty much. Yeah. Well, I've just been trying to get. It's because at first I tried Teams, but fucking that just started then crashed. So that seems to be a fuck thing. But I thought, well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Haven't had much success with Teams.
I haven't actually tried using Teams myself yet, but everyone seems to be saying that there's issues with it.
Yeah.
Even Vinny was saying that most of the people haven't moved from Skype to Teams, and he's lost a lot of his contacts and shit.
Yeah. It's they've replaced it with a very poor copy. You know what I mean? Oh, there you are. My camera, because it's running with
don't you like how it's so grainy? Makes it look it makes it so believable. When Sassy was fucking in my room the other day,
yeah,
someone made a made a meme about fucking
really
being here in my room.
Yeah, cool.
But you know it's real because it looks so fake.
Yeah. Yep, that's right. Well, anyway, cheers, mate.
That's Elon Musk's line.
Yeah, we're having connection issues, I think. I don't know. Yeah. I wonder what happened with Let Me Go. Yeah, it wouldn't play the game.
I don't know. It was being a dick to me the other day.
Yeah. Right.
But hey, you know what's really cool though?
Right.
D-Live actually made a category channel for me.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, that's yeah. My camera's not working because OBS is, or not OBS. The other Vizzo's using it.
It will be OBS or whatever.
Yeah.
You have to actually you've got to delete off video capture. You just got to keep deleting it off and adding it back on.
Yeah.
Every time you change which platform you're using.
Yeah, well, I've got the camera hidden, but it's not. So let me just have a look.
and then you can use it somewhere else, like
Yeah.
20, 30 seconds later, sort of thing.
Mm.
Yeah, because it just the devices generally only allow you to use camera.
Yeah.
They have it on or loaded. Like wherever your camera is, if you put your YouTube, like if you put, on OBS, if you put your camera on OBS,
I'm
it'll
not.
show up on OBS as well.
I'm not.
It'll show up on YouTube. It'll show up on your stream, but it won't show up here.
Yeah. 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 Well. Yeah. I'm not using OBS at the moment anyway. I'm just using just restreams sort of thing. But that's the way it's got to be, I'm afraid. Because yeah, I'm going to have to give OBS another try one day soon. But yeah, I'm not going to play with it right now. Oh, here we are.
Yeah, my two laptops have different versions running.
All right.
Like some new version wouldn't run on my older laptop.
Yeah.
So I had to reinstall like an older version and things. So yeah, that might be something to look into as well.
Yeah.
Some of the older versions that are like, work with older computers.
Yeah, I think I actually tried that working with different versions, and couldn't get anything to work. But maybe because I have no idea what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Someone had to tell me as well. Don't worry.
Yeah. Oh no, but yeah.
Reinstalling this. Right. Oh, okay.
Well. So.
Yeah, but you have to delete everything. That takes a lot of stuffing around.
Yeah.
You have to delete off whatever you. Get rid of all that, and then try and go back to like the older version and reinstall that.
Yeah.
I mean, it did work. I mean, don't get me wrong, it worked.
Yeah.
But yeah, it took a lot of it.
Yeah, I had trouble finding old versions. Yeah, so like I was looking for an older version of OBS, and couldn't find it.
I can try and find you what it's called, and tell you what to look up. I have to have a look. I'm going to tell you right now.
I won't worry about it at the moment. I won't worry about it at the moment. I'm just sort of
I check what version my other laptop's using.
Yeah.
And I'll say, try that version. Yeah. And I can't even remember what version it says it uses.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm just having a look at a news report at the moment. I might just change the screen for a sec, and I'll read this news report. Where I'll find it. Yeah. It's developing story. In, 2 Israeli embassy staff shot dead outside Jewish museum in Washington, D.C. You might have to read this one. Yeah, here we go. Is it working?
Well, check it up on your screen then.
Yep, it's on. Yep, it's happening. You know, it just takes me a while to sort my shit out. Right. 2 Israel embassy staff shot dead outside Jewish museum in Washington, D.C. Police detain a 30-year-old man over shooting near Capital Jewish Museum. Yes. 2 staff members of Israeli embassy.
This is just another,
Yeah, so do you think the shooter was Jewish?
Just another I mean, who knows?
Yeah, or controlled by.
To be honest, that word being but I mean, it might not be.
Yeah.
It might be someone else, but generally my first guess is like when Jews are targeted or people are making Jews look bad.
Yeah.
It's generally the Jews doing it so that they can then frame the narrative and use it in the mainstream media to shape people's opinions.
Okay, well, I'll carry on reading the article. The deadly shooting occurred at about 9 p.m. on Wednesday near the Capitol Jewish Museum, Washington, D.C., according to authorities. Pamela A. Smith, Chief of Metropolitan Police Department, said authorities had detained a single suspect over the shooting, identified as 30-year-old Elias Rodriguez of Chicago, Illinois. Prior to the shooting, the suspect was observed pacing back and forth outside the museum. He approached a group of 4 people, produced a handgun, and opened fire, striking both of our descendants. Striking both.
What?
Of our, descendants. Decedents.
Yeah,
decedents. Yes, right.
Yeah.
The dead people, in other words.
Yeah. Yeah, the deceased. Yes,
yeah,
that's what
decedents. Yeah, well, that's a new one.
Yeah.
Smith said Rodriguez chanted "Free, free Palestine" while in custody.
Don't you love the fact that I spent so much time being in shit at school that for punishment they made me write a page of the dictionary? It happens so often. Because they'd always say just start at the start at 8. I started asking if I could start at different letters.
Yeah.
So I learn other shit. So I just started because my punishment was always like writing up pages of the dictionary. It's like,
right.
Just pick a different letter.
Yeah.
And learn something else. I don't need to learn all the A's.
Yeah. Well, you'd start with the A's, B, then that's a great idea. Yeah. And that's how
you pick a letter. No, you pick a letter. I think one time one of the teachers just said N.
Yeah.
I started going through N, and had to write out N in the dictionary. Just pick a fucking random letter. I don't need to do A 500 times.
Yeah, these days they'd give you a keyboard. How was your handwriting back then? Remember handwriting? Does anybody remember handwriting? Let's face it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
My handwriting is actually messier now than it used to be because I don't practice it as much.
Yeah. Anyway, let me.
If I put effort in, if I actually really put effort in, my handwriting really does still look quite good.
Yeah.
But I don't put effort in.
Mine's horrible. Let me finish this story.
Even myself, the next day, I'm like, what the fuck did I write?
What
the fuck was that?
Yeah, we're on a sidetrack, folks. Yeah. Yeah, let me just finish the story. It's only another paragraph or so, and then we're done. Then we can go back to talking bullshit. Might even put some music on. I don't know. Anyway, let's see how we go. Smith said Rodriguez chanted free Palestine while in custody. Smith did not elaborate on a suspected motive for the attack. You think? Washington, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser told the reporters her administration would not tolerate violence or hate in our city. We will not tolerate acts of terrorism. We are going to stand together as a community in coming days and weeks to send a clear message. We will not tolerate anti-Semitism, Bowser said. Israel, an ambassador to the U.S., Yetzinal Letter, or whatever it said the deceased were a beautiful couple that had been planning to get married. Young man purchased a ring the week in his intention of proposing to his girlfriend next week in Jerusalem. Oh, did you feel the what's the word? Fucking heartstrings.
Heartstrings.
Yeah, they're pulling out those heartstrings fucking seriously, aren't they?
Mate.
Oh, no.
Because, hey, you realise victim status is waning.
Yeah, yeah.
So they need to put themselves clearly back in the mainstream media.
Yep.
As being victims once more.
Yeah, how surprising, eh? Bit of a shame, really.
Yeah.
But that's the way that, yeah.
But it's not that we are just victims. It's that we are the only victims.
Yeah, don't worry about what's happening, what we're doing to the Gazans or anything like that. Yeah.
Oh, fuck no, don't worry about that shit.
Yeah, yeah. I reckon I might chuck a song on. I might go back to that.
Actually, hang on, before you do that.
Yeah.
The last thing I typed in your YouTube chat.
Yep.
Is you missed it when you were reading out what I said. You
didn't
get the last one.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Got that. Yeah, you were going on about Israel demanding the release of their prisoners by Hamas, and that was one of the conditions they want for ceasefire.
Yeah, I'll put it up on the screen. Yeah.
Israel has around about 10,000 prisoners.
Yeah.
Hamas has less than 100.
Yeah.
Who needs prisoners released? Oh, yeah, no, only Israel.
Yeah.
Israel needs their less than 100 released.
Yeah. And
who gives a fuck about the 10,000 left guys?
Oh yeah, well, most of them are probably dead by now anyway, or tortured to death and stuff like that. Let's face it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, probably pretending there's still 10,000. Probably half of that.
Oh, that's horrible, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking disgusting, man.
And
I don't even know what to think.
Basically, every show I've ever done, it's been one of the news stories, and it just keeps on going and going. And well, they're going to finish them off shortly, apparently. Anyway.
Yeah, and if they don't, Trump is.
Yeah. Anyway, another bit of music from.
This is something I pointed out on my Rumble show, so I'm hoping it's going to be okay here. But when Netanyahu went and met with Trump in the White House, Oval Office, wherever it was, press conference thing, they were sitting on chairs and shit.
Yeah.
And the two of them are sitting there, and Trump said, "We've got 1.3 million Palestinians that we need to relocate so we can rebuild Palestine." Like, you do realize Palestine used to have 2.5 million people.
Yeah.
And now they're saying there's only 1.3 million that they need to relocate. What happened to the other 1.2 million?
Oh, they're in the rubble, obviously.
Oh yeah, no, but only like 60,000 or something have been killed so far.
Yeah, that when I hear that joke, that's just...
like, if the people actually knew the real numbers, the people actually knew what the fuck was really going on.
Yeah, I've been trying to talk to some people about this sort of things recently, and they just don't want to know. It's like normal people, like, they go, that's bad, but yeah, they don't. There's no one really wants to know about it, which is, fuck. Well, we'll reap what we sow, I guess.
Been emotionally blackmailed. No, they've already been emotionally blackmailed and programmed by one side.
Yeah.
They're then not willing to accept the alternative.
Yep.
They're not willing to accept any other information because that has been so drummed into them that it doesn't even matter what anyone else says now.
Yep. Well, I found a bit of music to play. It's going back to when I went to karaoke a couple of weeks ago, and this is other bloke singing. Well, let's see how it goes anyway. If it works. Oh, karaoke, you don't know what you're going to get. Oh, no.
Music's not playing.
Yeah?
It's on screen, but not playing.
Really? Should be. No, you can't hear the music.
Oh, that's right.
You just got turned down somewhere yourself.
What's something you doing later? See, now I gotta keep you on.
Yeah.
No, you can't hit the music. You just got turned down on yourself.
I said I can now, but turn YouTube up, but I have to mute me on Telegram.
Yeah.
So it doesn't get that back. See, now I gotta keep you on.
Yeah, I think I'm over this bloke. I think let's try something a bit different. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm over this bloke. I think I'm just trying something different.
Three or five, yes, indeed. Yeah, it's a bit. What's happening in the rest of the world?
Nah, see, me playing it is still echoing back through you.
Yeah, it is a bit.
So I've got to have the volume down, which means no one else needs to hear what you're playing.
Oh, well.
I
Anyway,
don't know how to work this on these new stuff as well for
we'll finish this song and then I'm going to wrap up anyway, I think. 4 o'clock, I've got a hot date with a couple of bottles of beer at a mate's place. Yeah. Home brew that I brewed a couple of months ago. It is my local pub.
Yeah, a couple of months is a good amount of time.
Yeah.
6 weeks, I think, was the minimum for it to be okay.
Yeah.
Less than that was shit. More than that, it starts getting weird.
No, they,
The 6 weeks is about making minimum.
yeah, these have just turned 6 weeks. And my mate rang up and said, well, I had one the other day. It's pretty good. Come around. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's lying. He just wanted a beer.
Well, I'll let you know when I get back. Yeah.
I spent a lot of time when I was younger helping one of my dad's mates make home brew.
Yeah.
When we first met him, he had a shed that must have had like 20, 30 crates of beer in it.
Yeah.
He brought up like a small hot water cylinder worth of beer every time he brewed up a new batch.
Yeah.
It got to the point where we were brewing the shit and drinking it like 4 weeks later.
Yeah. No.
We drank through his whole shed, and this is back when I was like 14, 15, 16. We drank through his whole fucking stockpile, and we got to the point where we were drinking shit that was brewed 4 weeks later. Yeah.
Yeah, that's no good. Yeah, it's got to be at least 6 weeks. Yeah, otherwise it's horrible.
Yeah, see what I mean? It's like my childhood, my upbringing is like way crazy. But fuck. Brewing beer and drinking when I was like 14. That isn't something that even happens in this modern age. This is things that happened like way back when you're passing on knowledge to, like kids, apprentices, whatever. You're passing on knowledge to someone so they can carry on doing it.
Yep.
But that doesn't even happen anymore. It's like, oh no, you've got like someone under the age of 18 or whatever who's brewing beer. So yeah, you missed the part where I'm actually sitting there drinking it with them as well.
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, but it's a good thing. Brewing your own beer because it's well, yeah, you're cutting out the tax man to some extent. You still pay taxes on fucking the stuff that you buy, of course, but and if you do it right, it's pretty easy to make a fucking good beer. Just got to make sure everything's clean, and you don't take shortcuts. You just do what work has to be done. Because if you have shortcuts, you end up things getting dirty, and then fucking things,
Yeah. Oh, this was old school as fuck out in the country.
Yeah. All right.
Mixing up like molasses and everything else.
All right. Yes.
On a fucking coal oven.
Right.
Like
So
actually fully old school fucking. And I live next door. We had a fucking coal oven. We didn't have a normal oven. We had a fucking coal oven.
Coal oven, right. Laughing.
And so everything was getting like, if you have to start a fire to actually heat up the top of the metal on your oven to even cook shit.
Amazing. Yeah.
Coal stoves, coal ranges and shit are basically like an indoor barbecue.
Yeah. And what, the fire's by coal? You obviously... Well, you put wood in it, or?
As I said, we lived in the country, so it was mostly wood because wood was free and accessible.
Yeah.
Coal is something you had to actually go and buy extra.
Yeah. And plenty of trees around. Yeah, that's the way.
Yeah. But no, but I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, everyone did have some.
Yeah.
Because over winter, if everything's wet, you can't go and find dry timber. You can't go and find dry wood.
Yeah.
So people did have coal sitting aside for winter. But it's like generally it was only like, a sack or two of coal.
Yeah.
Because the rest was just all the wood that you could find everywhere.
Yeah, well, that's way it's good. Anyway, mate, I'm gonna fuck off. End the stream sort of thing. And
I thought you were going to play a song.
I'll play a song, one more song.
Or are you playing a song?
Yeah, I'll play one. Yeah, find something. There's it.
Alright, to be honest, I'd say we both need to leave Telegram, or at least mute on Telegram.
Right.
So that, I can play the song.
All right. Yeah, okay. Hey, mate, well,
because I can't play it, or I can't play it, or it's going to echo back through one of us.
Okay, mate. Well, I'll sign Telegram off for now, and I'll play a song, and I'll chat to you after the show. I'll get back on. And,
yeah, man. I was going to say that. Yeah, hit me up afterwards then.
Okay, mate.
Cool.
Okay, well, I'll talk to you. Say goodbye to the audience for us, even though we're only talking ourselves.
Goodbye, audience. Much love, no fear. And the thing is, as I've always said, the people who aren't rich and famous and don't have studios are generally more likely to be the people telling you the truth. Everyone who's sitting there with lots of money and lots of sponsors has generally got things that they're not allowed to talk about. Because if they say anything about those things, their sponsors will withhold money.
Yes.
So it's the people who aren't sponsored that generally tell the truth.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of Alan's show. Love you all.
Cheerio, mate.
Ladies, man.
All right. Okay. There goes DK Conspiracy. There's links in the description. I've added a description to these. These should be somewhere down there in the description. Look, We've got a bot. Hello, bot. Good on you, mate. Where are you at? Oh, Twitch. Yeah, there's always bots on Twitch. At least the bots are watching. Hey, folks. I hope you. Don't know about this. Let me just find something live to play. This might be interesting. Oh no. Oh no. Everyone's a star, mate. No matter whether you're in key or not. Oh, did you finish? Well, I was trying to play this one.
Red light flashing.
Yep.
Jim Morrison. Look at that man.
Everybody keep going if you want.
You have to go a bit further. You can get on there. Go a bit further.
What's nothing like me? Yeah.
Good on you, man.
Well, the things you do when you're drunk. Okay. Well, thanks for watching. If anyone's watching, cheers, DK. I know he's watching. He's a fucking trooper black. As I said earlier, his links are in the description. Go and have a look. Check him out. He does a lot more newsworthy stuff than I do. I just read news reports and give me my spin on it. Sorry, just watching myself on the other screen. Or my twin brother. Acting like an idiot. Anyway, be good to each other, folks. Because in the end, that's all that really matters. Cheerio.